How you doing over
Blah
there?
blah 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 shit.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Nice. On the podcast with my favorite guest on Sesame Street,
Oh yes,
the
always a
monkey,
pleasure.
the monster of cookies.
The chocolate chip champ, the
Oh,
sugar cookies, and
ooh, I like it. The sugar cookie cunt.
hello everyone, and welcome all my fellow milkers to the hyperbolic BurgerMilk Lounge. Repop. We've got quite a show in store for you. We've come back to back. We're trying to make sure that we keep it more consistent, or at least whenever we feel like it, just give us something to do, some motivation. This is your host, DUUGLAY'S. I'm also joined by.
Yeah, sound effects and shit. Yep, that's what just happened. Some sound effects. Y'all heard it.
Yeah, that was some post production right there. You did a good job with that. I like it.
I know. You never know. It may be the same audio as last week. It may be some new shit. Um.
Well,
Oh.
yeah. Speaking of last week, we were trying to figure out the audio issues, so just bear with us on this. It's a work in progress. It's what life is.
Yeah.
Just to exist.
Yeah. Exactly. Work in progress. Progress is just work. So, you know, that's what we're doing, I guess.
Pretty
Haha.
much. So, last time we spoke, which was like 3 hours ago.
No
How
way.
you? What's all been going on with you?
Nothing, man. Busy as week, you know. Um, as per usual. But it's been nice, man. It's it definitely feels like summer, but it also feels like the end of summer. So there you go.
Everything's winding down.
I brought up
Closing up.
I brought up weather. That's like the perfect you know
Oh, dude,
that's like the perfect
it's everything,
conversation.
dude. How about that weather? I mean, yeah, but like you said, it's coming to the end of the season. Um, People are starting to have to go back to summer's almost over. Everybody's trying to go back to
Yeah.
that routine.
But you know how it
But
is towards the falls when a lot of shit drops. So that's
everybody will have a reason to be home. But yeah. Okay, so what do you want to start off with? You want to start off. Let's just give it. I'll give you an option. Are we starting with news, or we're going to just talk about some stuff that we already watched, since we already talked about it, kind of.
we can kind of go and let's see what kind of order. Or you know what? I have a surprise question,
You
and
know,
we'll
perfect.
we'll, we'll start off with that because it's low key kind of wild, and it may set the tone for the episode. Um,
Okay.
and we had pre-production, but this was not brought up. So if this is your first time hearing this,
You're getting my raw reactions. Let's go. Let's
yeah.
fucking go.
All right. What is one song from R. Kelly that if we gave you permission to listen to, like, what is that song where it's just like, all right, for the next hour, R. Kelly is uncanceled, and you could just jam this shit out for the next hour. After that, you gotta cut that shit off because we don't play with that cancel. Like we don't play with that shit around here.
Right, right,
Like
right.
that boy was wildin'.
So basically, they're unlocking from the vaults all the R. Kelly hits.
Yeah,
Which one is
the chocolate factory is open for an hour.
honestly? Do you want me to answer first, or did you already think of what you had?
I got. I have. Oh, I don't know if I'm ashamed of this, but I kind of have too many options.
Okay. See,
So
with me, when it comes to R. Kelly, I mean, the chocolate fact. Oh no, shit, damn it! All right, I got an answer. I'll tell you the logic behind it.
I like
I
it.
was first gonna go with Ignition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great hit, jam. You know what I'm saying? That's the one you can rap to all the time, whatever.
He makes
I'm
car.
actually gonna go with.
Yeah,
You know, it makes one.
I would say he makes car noises in the song in the hook. Like,
Dude, so, but no, I'm gonna go with I Believe I Can Fly, because that one is like even because let's put it here. The scenario is set up, everybody knows about the cancellation. So you got an hour. It's not like you're forgetting about all the things he did. You know what I'm saying? But you just listen to it guilt free. So I Believe I Can Fly is a good song to listen to because there's nothing about the lyrics that are suggestive. It doesn't make you flash back to what R. Kelly actually is in reality past his hour. You know, that's a hopeful, dynamic, dramatic, orchestrated
Yeah.
song.
It's just
I like
unfortunate.
that.
It's unfortunate that he made the song. That song is beautiful. It's just that, like,
Yeah. In somebody else's hands.
yeah. No, I like that because my gut choice, like my initial choice, is a song that's similar, just like that. It's kind of low key like my favorite R. Kelly song of all time. Um,
Really.
yeah, but the evil, like I said, there's the evil part of me that wants to play a song that if I only get an hour, I gotta use it wisely. So I'm kind of thinking about because a song like I Believe I Can Fly, even outside of the purge window of pretty much what this is, it's like if you get of all the songs you get caught listening to, if someone catch you listening to I Believe You Can Fly, it's like, you know what, maybe you is having a tough day and I probably shouldn't come at you, and you like, this is the day you just wish you can fly. So it's kind of like, all right. So my I guess my real answer is the world's greatest, because
Damn, that's a
it's
good one too.
it is, dude. Like,
I still haven't seen Ali, but I definitely listened to that fucking song.
oh, I seen that movie when I was watching the video. That's all I need.
That,
Those are the only parts of the movie that matter is when that song's playing.
The world's greatest. When your back's against the ropes, I can feel it.
dude, see, that's the only thing I'm missing about R. Kelly because I never really listened to any of that sexy shit. You know, the
Yeah.
sex grind. Like, but and then the other thing about Ignition is I already got a pretty good substitute for it. To Dave Chappelle.
Um,
Damn,
you're
I
right.
don't need
You're right.
Ignition. I got.
For some reason, thought you was talking about Beamers from Tyler the Creator, which is kind of like the same song.
Oh well, I haven't listened to that song. You have to let me know about it.
Yeah. But the demonic side of me can't stop thinking about feeling on your booty. Because
I would say,
cause think about it, like when you're feeling on some booty, you kind of it's kind of nice to have like a little soundtrack to it, like, you know what I mean, like it,
but
it
for an hour, do we have to listen to? When we have to listen to the same song the whole hour, right?
I haven't
We
really
just gotta
thought.
get our fill up.
You know what? I'll be completely honest with you. Like, that was kind of on the fly, so I haven't really thought of all the stipulations. Um, I just imagine that you would spend that hour because I feel like if you just go through burn through like your greatest hits in an hour, it's like, I guess, that's cool. But I don't know. I guess I was just trying to like press you, like, yay, only pick one because like,
Dude, but okay. So I think we both have a pretty good answer.
yeah,
It was on the fly. Like I love it. We need to do more of this music purge.
dude.
Was
I can't think of who else does music that has got the fuck up out of here.
I mean, Michael Jackson. But I mean, people still listen. That's the thing. Like honestly, I'll tell you this much. I listen to this shit. Like people still listen to Chris Brown. I don't. People do. What's the difference?
I think we're getting somewhere.
Like some people have supported, some people
You know what? You know what I think it is? I think it's the levels, cause,
yeah,
R. Kelly definitely hit level 99.
yeah. Yeah. It depends on how much of a offender you are, I guess.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
I mean, nowadays all these sex workers are getting fucking outed. They're like, "Well, dude, you like touching people's feet, you fucking weirdo," and work, shit like that.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know what's more hype beast at the moment. Sneakers are like just feet photos.
Anti sneakerheads, just feet heads, neck heads.
The skinnies. Like, girls, see me them skinnies.
Dude, even them natural footwear. I want that natural footwear.
Or organic shell toes.
Dude, all they're all into it. Like, where you go get your pedicure?
Oh man.
Tell them. when
But
we get to that point, imagine.
do you wanna have fun with some funnies again, or do you wanna go into some more serious stuff? Because we do.
Oh, see, you got me sidetracked. I don't know how much like how long, but I like that topic.
Yeah, we'll sit with
Definitely good.
yeah.
We're gonna have to do that. But I mean, I guess like, I got somewhat of a news story kind of related to that. So I'm just gonna go with it first. We're both fans of Overwatch, right? We've played it, streamed it a couple times.
That is true. Overwatch is pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. So apparently, uh, some fans for Overwatch, they're asking for McCree's name to be changed. Do you know why? McCree, everybody knows he's like the cowboy western character, six shooter, DPS, damage dealing, pretty much kind of iconic that series. Do you want to know why they're asking for his name to be changed?
I have no clue. I haven't heard nothing about this.
Well, apparently, the McCree character, the name comes from one of the like executive producers or whatever at Blizzard, or I think it was Blizzard, and he's one of those people who's got cancer, and
Mm,
so some Me Too type stuff.
gotcha.
So like, uh, and there's the whole like it's the state of California that's suing Activision slash Blizzard for like just the culture of work they have. You know, that's something that's really
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I see every time I see something about Blizzard, Activision, it's usually some crazy wild shit. Either about
yeah.
about how like they pretty much mistreat their workers. I know they got some crazy stuff going. Dude, to be honest, it sounds like a headache, and it makes me like I don't know. You know, there's a lot involved in a lot of things these days. Like
Yeah,
obviously,
some catches
obviously,
on.
yeah, obviously you can't blame it like a child for still like wanting maybe these games and these products, but then you think about like as you're as an adult and these things and then these companies. It's like how do you still move forward with the part that got you in, or do you? Because I would say like, do you do what's right? But I'm like, what is right? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, not everybody has to know that the character McCree is
Mhm.
related to that guy. Because honestly, you're just giving that guy more promotion, and it's like we don't have to know that.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about him. Like, but if you change it now, just hurry up and change it. Fuck it.
Yeah, like I know, like I said, me personally, I won't be affected. But then also, if I could say, for instance, when I just think about the situation outside of myself, I'm like, you know what? I kind of don't care what happens as long as whatever's like the right thing to do. Whoever decides what's the right thing to do, and if it's the right thing to do, just fucking go with it. I'll live. It's a fucking name for a character. Like it's like, yeah, like change
Yeah,
you could change Sub Zero to fucking like blazing hot, whatever. He's still blue and shoots ice.
yeah.
Like like so like, but
As long as they really don't have to do really anything. They could just probably name another voice actor or whatever. There you go. Call him like Mercer or something. Because Matt Mercer is the guy who plays the voice.
Nick
Like
Mercer.
his hit
There you go.
Matt Mercer.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
just call him Mercer.
Dang, I didn't know he played
Whatever.
hit voice.
Yeah, in the dub, and he does jump to roll voice.
Hmm. Nice.
But
Yeah, it's still name still starts with
oh
an M, so that
yeah,
works.
still definitely have to change anything. But I guess I mean I'm all over the board today. Do you want to stay on game news, or do you want to let's go? Let's stick with game news.
Gotcha.
Earlier, there's a rumor going around that there was a new GTA being worked on. Everybody
Mm.
assumed it was GTA 6, but it turns out that it's going to be from sources that it's going to be a remaster of the previous trilogy of Grand Theft Auto games. It's going to be three: Vice City and San Andreas, and they're going to be remastering it and redoing it through the Unreal Engine.
So
So
like
basically, update it.
to Grand
But
Theft
they
Auto
said they're also
5.
going to use yeah, like that,
Yeah.
and they said they're going to be using some of the old graphics and all that stuff too. So they're not going to probably try to make it super, but they're just remastering it, so they're
Yeah.
probably still gonna have holes to it.
So it's like
And
like a
that's gonna be
remaster
pretty
slash remake, almost.
yeah, remake, remaster, rework. The whole engine's
Yeah.
gonna be different. So,
Yeah, exactly.
but I think, hey,
But
still the same story. It's gonna be too much.
that's like, it's tough because I know people want the next Grand Theft Auto so much, but it's just like GTA Online is like the most expensive game. Like I don't want to say ever because I know PC games will be on some wild shit, but
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy when you think about Grand Theft Auto 5,
it's the
especially
best at what it does.
yeah the art like I said the role playing mods they do with the fucking. It's been around since PlayStation 3 and 360, and that shit's still getting updated. That shit had with updates this year. Like, added so much stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
I I need to get into it.
Having the old games on the new engine, even like I said, even if it doesn't have to be like exactly Grand Theft Auto 5, as far as engine, but yeah, just like re-engine. So they probably had to just retool some shit, and I naturally probably just brought up the look and stuff. Oh, dude, I'm down. I probably will actually. Imagine how like especially if they like I said if they keep the art style from Vice City, like that game had a cool art style and it had a nice little theme with it.
Yeah, I want them to take it a little. There's things you remember in your imagination will let you finish the story. But when you have it so realistic, there's really no room for you to like invest yourself into it.
Yeah,
Like throw yourself in that world. But I think, and plus, it's all for nostalgia. Like we're in the era of remakes, reboots, and all that type of stuff,
exactly.
sequels, and everything. So, and you know what? You can treat it pretty much like a piece of DLC, basically.
Yeah,
You know,
it's tough though
especially
because
if you like related.
I'm not opposed to it at all. Like to be honest, I
No,
would like I see the trilogy where you can buy the old games all the time, and I don't know. I never pulled the trigger, but a remaster would be nice. Like, I'm down for that.
yeah,
I'll probably
I
actually
actually,
aim to beat every single one of them because I don't think I beat any of them. But I haven't even beat San Andreas because I remember my fucking file got wiped like right when I was at the end, and I was like, dude, fuck this shit, man. I ain't going through that.
no, San Andreas. I got to the helicopter mission, little mini helicopter missions with that one guy.
The
Played by
toy
David
helicopter
Cross.
mission,
Yeah,
dude. I
yeah,
remember I used to do that mission for people because everyone got stuck on that shit, dude. I,
that's like I was either around there, but I know I was fucking with that guy.
hmm
But I guess we're gonna keep pushing along with the game news.
I like it. I like it.
Speaking, we got the Avengers Black Panther content expansion DLC.
Yes,
So that's going to be
sir.
coming out. It's going to be dropping on August 17th. So yeah, I've played Avengers. I've been waiting. I only honestly pick it up when there's new content dropping. Really looking
I enjoy it
forward. How you
much more now. I think maybe because I had a break from it, and I think that break did a lot for me because they got to work on some hiccups for the hardcore dedicated people. They got to continue to lab and help them out with some fucking bugs. But I love that. Like I'm pretty sure last time I logged in, they had the thing to where you can permanently select duplicates of heroes because that was a big thing. Like, because I know when you do quick match, it's so much more consistent now. When you want to go on a quest, or when you open a quest and you just open it up to matchmaking and people want to join in, like, and like I don't know, because you already know. Imagine everybody like when Black Panther comes out, everybody is going to want to play that character. So imagine if they
yeah,
didn't have matchmaking to where you couldn't have duplicate heroes. Like I guess for the first couple months of the game, maybe it didn't make sense, or I don't know. I kind of don't see why you wouldn't put something like that out of the gate. It's tough though, because I know they tied it into like the little story and the Tachyon Rift shit, like
yeah,
within like the anomaly shit, to where it's like the reason everyone. So if we all wanted to pick Captain America on a mission, we can do it. But I guess they kind of wanted to make in-game sense, where it's like, oh, the multiverse and the reality and all this stuff is wide open. So that's why there's so many rifts in the time stream. So that's why it can happen this
Yeah.
way. Like it didn't have to be all that serious. So it's just like make it a button or make it a feature that's default. And I think
Some people
yeah.
are,
So
people
yeah,
are for lore, people here for the actual just gameplay.
exactly. Because I think that's a lot of hiccups that we had. Because I remember when we would try, like just having a 4-man team was like a fucking drag. Like
Yeah.
you would only do like 3-player quests. Like it was so hard to get just that fourth team member. Because who knows? Because once you already have a Hulk on the team, or maybe a Thor, like or whoever I don't know who the popular characters were at first, but so many people were just playing those characters. And then if you go to fucking if you were to play with fucking who's the fucking stretchy fucking Miss Marvel?
Yeah, Marvel.
Yeah, fucking Kamala. Like when you pick her, you always find groups like that. And at least in
Yeah.
my experience, like it was easy to
Yeah.
matchmake because like I feel like everyone was not hogging, but selecting the other characters. So it's been nice, dude. I played a couple missions with me as Thor and a couple other Thors. There was a mission where it was like 2 Kate Bishops and 2 Hawkeyes when I played.
Oh
So I was like,
wow.
damn, we're all just fucking
Turn
shooting
for that
bows.
ass,
Yeah, arrows in kneecaps, arrows in ass.
bro.
But like I said, I like that feature a lot.
I haven't played it in about a month and a half, so I'm definitely going to be picking it up this weekend, next weekend, a couple days,
Yeah,
just because I'm going to get through the story. I hope Black Panther plays. I mean, he plays. It looks like he plays more towards Captain America. Of course,
mm-hmm.
that's my main guy. I didn't really buff out anybody else. Didn't try to level up anybody else. So it's like, yeah, Captain America guy. That's my playstyle. I'm treating it like Captain America game, which is
That's
sad to
true.
say. But if they had more characters, like the reason I bought them is for Fighter. So at least they're dropping content. And I hope they're not doing too little, too late. Because some of this, because the main story they left it really open ended, and like you were talking about how they try to make the multiple heroes make narrative sense. So it seems like they're picking plot over just having a fun game. Like I understand trying to have a story. I guess that's what Square Enix wanted to do.
In
It's like it's
Marvel,
a it's a
Marvel wants everything to be so story
it's
driven.
a it's a story driven, yes, and then it's also games as a service. Like
Mm-hmm.
they want you to grind. They want you playing this game every day. It's got challenge cards, daily passes, daily challenges, plus the in-game currency. They're trying to they're trying to keep it sustainable. And I guess by stalling out the content, is keeping people still subscribed basically. And at least it's free. It's free DLC, and you get more. You get more. So I still got to get the Captain America Avenger in-game suit. But I think I like that. They're hype for it, but the jungle looks dense. I see.
I can't wait because one thing is like, yeah, he said they looks like they care about lore and story a lot, which I do appreciate because
Yeah,
although the Future Imperfect one was a little weird, I was just like, I don't know. Like even the
they did a
Maestro at the
fast
end,
track.
I was like, I don't know. It
Yeah, this
was
is like, oh, you guys definitely didn't have the X-Men because this is literally Old Man Logan. But I mean, there is an Old Man Logan, like Hawkeye and Old Man Logan, but still,
hmm
who you just trying to? But I like how they do their.
yeah. But it seems like the approach. I know they've been dropping trailers for the War of Wakanda. Like it looks nice, man. They're taking a nice approach with the story. It's like I don't even want to say too much about it. It's
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but
I've been staying away from trailers.
yeah, no, it seems like a nice little story that is gonna add Black Panther in. And like you
I
said,
just can't wait to
his
play them.
movement, his gameplay looks good. His fucking character model looks polished. Like it looks like they've been spending their time on it. So that's why I do hope that not only does it deliver like it's not for my expectations, it's for everyone. I just hope everyone just appreciates it and is happy about it and is like, you know what, maybe this game does have a future because I definitely
Yeah,
know.
I hope so.
Um,
I keep praying that people like finally find this game. Maybe when Spider-Man comes in, that's when stuff will get better.
yeah, you already know he ain't coming in until December to tie in with the movie drop.
I can't wait, bro. And they need to. Speaking of that, they need to hurry up that fucking trailer.
Are
That
you are you
Spider-Man trailer. Where is it? It's supposed to come out Christmas. Where's the trailer?
are you gonna watch the trailer or are you gonna hold back?
I'm gonna watch the first trailer. I always watch the first
Okay, so you do always watch the
trailer.
first one. What if they save it
All with
for
the
wh-
teaser and the first trailer. After that, I'm like,
okay, gotcha. What about Shang-Chi? Do you think like they'll save it to where you have to go to the movie to get the trailer? Cause that's early September.
I mean, that is wise to do.
Cause you know now they just drop trailers online, and then and like you'll see a trailer before you go to a movie, and then it
Mm.
comes on at the movie theater, and you're like, oh yeah, I just saw this like on YouTube. Like that's how
That
movie trailers are nowadays.
that's that's the problem with like modern movies because I remember those trailers used to be like you would see a movie like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Just a glimpse of it. Like I'm Cloverfield. That was one of the movies where I didn't see the trailer. I'm seeing it. Dude, the fuck is this? Didn't have a name. Didn't even have a title.
Yeah, dude, it was
Just
almost
a date.
yeah, it's almost kind of give I guess like conventions are like the only place that kind of like give you that feel now that this is the only place that this trailer has been revealed for the first time.
Honestly, yeah. That I mean, have you honestly? Since we're talking about trailers and stuff, did you watch the Guardians, like the Square Enix one? Because it seems like it's still Marvel Square Enix, but it's not the Avengers game. I don't know if it's even set in the same universe, but it's like the Guardians game, but it's all single player.
I did
So you
see,
control, you play Star Wars, you control the Guardians.
yeah, I saw that at when they did the first reveal. I haven't seen like the newer stuff they dropped, but that's what it looked like. It looked like yeah, you're basically you just play like basically the Star Lord game, and
Yeah.
it's like the other characters as assist, which I guess like depending on how you wanted to do it, like they had to pick something, and they pick Star Lord. You play him, so I'm like, cool. Hopefully, they just dive into that shit and make it awesome. Like I personally would obviously love to play, have the option to play any of them. I mean, I probably would have only ever played Rocket or Gamora, but then again, Drax sounds like he could have worked some shit, and then like Groot, he's a fucking tree, so his gameplay could have been fun. So, obviously, I just contradicted what I said earlier and just said I would play all of them, but whatever, fuck it. But that's why I'm just like,
It'd be nice to have the option.
yeah. But to be honest, I don't see myself not playing. I feel like why not, man? I'll buy it. It's
Yeah.
like I said, I already took a bite of the cookie. I might as well finish it, man. Like it's
Well, I
Marvel.
mean,
Marvel, give it to me. Shove it down my throat.
at least they're not. I mean, this seems relatively. It came out relatively fast after the Avengers game, which I'm thinking maybe they didn't have time to like do the other characters. They had Star Wars done. They're like, we just gotta push this along, fuck this online service, make it a single player game. Just get this, just to keep our relationship good with Marvel. Maybe. I don't know, but it looks fun. I'm definitely gonna play it. I mean, I like the little dialogue, like decisions you get to have. Who knows if they make changes or differences? It's pretty cool.
And it's coming out for like fucking everything. It's like Xbox, fucking. So, like that's just even coming out on
Sta-
Switch. That's just coming out on every.
Stadia, bro.
Oh, Stadia.
Dude,
It's about
Square
to.
Enix, they're in the hole.
Dude,
They're in the hole. They're like, gotta push this fucker out.
hey, good luck, Goose Fraba.
Because they spent a lot of money. I'm pretty sure Marvel and them, Square Enix spent a lot of money to make it. They thought it was gonna be like a smash match. But
Yeah, they're giving away that game for free. I've been seeing that shit hella cheap. Like that shit might as well just be a free service game at this point. It might as well be a free to play game at this point. Like, especially if they want to make it a service. They got
oh,
cosmetics out the ass, and that's what people buy anyway. Especially with in-game cosmetics, people were going so
yeah.
crazy. People were going so crazy for them. Like they look, I'm not gonna lie, they look nice as fuck. Especially Iron Man's. And Iron Man and Caps look the best to me. Like, there's no way I'm buying the fucking Hulk in game one. That shit's like, all his costumes look whack. He just be in shorts. Like,
Dude, they can't even like give him a change. He does have a Maestro suit, right?
yeah, nobody want that bald headed boy.
Oh, Hulk Hogan looking ass.
But like for me, they got the fucking like they got the Honolulu fucking ripped shirt Hulk. Like I guess he was on vacation and I guess he just started raging on vacation. But like yeah, he has a few good costumes, but for the most part, like they're lucky with him because that game is like playing with the Hulk is so fun in that game. For me, it sometimes I'm surprised I don't always play with him. I only play with other characters just to give him a break. But yeah, playing with the Hulk is extremely fun in that game, and you can play him as like a super team player. And
I
just
definitely see. I did want to play as Hulk, but then like when people started blocking me, that was no. It was like it was messing with my system shit physically. So I was just like, I can't because there's no way somebody just stand there and Hulk punch just sit there. But they make they try to make it
yeah,
more sense. I was like,
yeah. You gotta make you
but
gotta
you
make
can grab,
Hulk
you
fit
just
in the
grapple
game.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cause
you gotta
yeah.
fit your playstyle, and I'm a bruiser, I'm a brawler. You know, I button match. I'm a button match. When it comes to game.
No, yeah. I'm telling you, like, yeah, when you play the
Routine.
Incredible Hulk, like, right, he kind of has like unlimited health. That's kind of why I go crazy with him because, like, once you oh, he kind of does have unlimited health in that game. So that's all you can kind of see. Like, it's the Hulk, dude. You either make him too crazy powerful, like the fine control with the Hulk, which is meant to just be always out of control. That's tough. That's why you got to be built for it. Like when people were dying trying to play with the Hulk, I'm like, hey, I think you may need to switch over to Thor. I think you may need to switch over to like this Hulk life may not be built for you. You ain't got enough gammas in your rays.
Hey, dude, yeah. Well, I mean, that's pretty much all the gaming news. Do you have any other gaming news that you saw that you want to speak about?
Not gaming news
Or
in particular.
I mean, I got we got the Game Pass section.
Yeah, I was like, because we do have Game Pass section, and then we can end the Game Pass section with game movie news, and then maybe we can go into the movie.
Yeah, there we go. I understand what you're saying. So, right here, this section, we're just going to talk about some games that's on Game Pass. Probably
Yeah.
eventually want to try out or something. Well, what I have here for this month was Link's Time. I remember playing that game, but I don't think I ever like beat it or saw it to the end.
What game was
Something
that?
like that. Blinks to the Time Sweeper.
Oh, Blink.
Yeah,
Yeah, Blinks the Time Sweeper. Yeah.
yeah. So I was going to try that out, see if it still holds up. Time travel, all that different stuff. And then there's this independent game they were raving about last year, won a lot of awards and stuff. It was on PC. I didn't have PC at the time, or I just I don't really PC game, but it's Hades. I'm like, apparently it's like one of those dungeon crawlers. You just go around, collect stuff. You have to go back to certain areas where you get better weapons. I guess they call it Metroidvanias or roguelikes or whatever the fuck it is. I'll try it out. If I like it, I like it. I'm married to the idea, but I'm trying to branch out the game. What we got for you?
Yeah, that's not bad. Those are some solid picks. Um, I mean, as soon as you told me that Hades was on fucking Game Pass, I was like, you know what? I need to probably try that out too, because, like you said, everyone was just been busting nuts over that game. Blink's Time Sweeper. I'm pretty sure I used to have that.
Yeah, you definitely had that on the
Um,
OG Xbox.
yeah, I remember it wasn't too bad when I was playing it. But for me, because like you said, this is a nice little section where we get to recommend people stuff to the streaming service, like not just with Netflix and Hulu and HBO Max. Like, hey, there's also video game services too. So,
Yeah,
bam, Game Pass. I kind of suggest a lot of things, but I'm definitely probably gonna. Well, I think everyone should give Injustice 2 a try. It's on Game Pass, and if you like superheroes, it's in Mortal Kombat style games. The story mode on is fucking fantastic. There's so like the roster in that game is some of the coolest superheroes in DC in my opinion. Like obviously they don't have like every character, but some of the choices they picked for that game is just beautiful. Starfire's just looks cool. Like they have, a few. They have fucking Hellboy. The Ninja Turtles is in there. All four Ninja Turtles
Yep.
are
Yep.
Injustice 2. Like, come on now. Like shit. Like it doesn't get much better than that. Black Manta, fucking Red Hood. That roster is insane. It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I know it has like the character customization to where you like can change characters and stuff like that, customize kind of like each piece of gear and stuff like that. So that's definitely the part, like the aspect of the game that probably interests me.
Trust me,
You know,
if you like to dress up your dolls and action figures, it's definitely one of the favorite games to
that's me.
play with your little dollies and dress them up. Trust
Bro,
me.
that's me all day, man.
Exactly.
If
I do that shit. Do
I'll,
that shit for
I'm
hours.
sitting, I'm sitting in a room full of dolls.
Exactly. Like that shit is fucking tight. But I was also thinking about diving into I guess another fighting game as well. It's that I don't know, for some reason I've been on like a Power Rangers kick. So I've been thinking about playing that Battle for the Grid Power Rangers game. It's on Game Pass.
Okay. Yeah, you were talking about this earlier.
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
for some reason I just been like I said, I've just been in a Power Rangers mood, and that's just been kind of interesting to me. So that's something that I would say give a shot. But I know there's one more thing on Game Pass that I would suggest. That's mainly because those are kind of like interactive fighting games. Like if you want to just kind of try something that's just more like laid back. This game is on Game Pass. It's in game preview mode right now, but it's fucking grounded. I don't know if we've ever talked about this on the show. I don't think we have.
No, that was during the snap time. That was during the flip side.
Yeah. I think everyone should try Grounded. You can play it one player or four players. It's fucking.
Yes.
It's Honey I Shrunk the Kids, like slash whatever. Who makes this fucking
I would think the kids
Fallout
would
Black
say like,
Vegas or what?
yeah,
New Vegas 2 type
it would
shit.
be like I guess like Fallout.
Fallout,
Kind of
all
like
that shit.
it's like a mixture of Minecraft, a mixture of Fallout, kind of,
Yeah,
and definitely
it's first
kids who
person or third person.
know who Funny I Shrunk the Kids are. I would say just Ant-Man. There you go.
Ant-Man works.
You're that size, and it's actually pretty fun. And the bugs are very like, actual intimidating. I stay away from spiders. Don't fuck with spiders on that game, guys.
Yeah.
So that's mine. That's mine.
Yeah, it's survival based. You have to build like a camp. You have to like carve armor to like fend for yourself out there. You have to make sure you have water, food constantly.
You have to eat bugs.
And then like you basically have to solve the mystery because you start off as a micro-sized kid and nothing is explained to you in the game. Like there's an objective that you discover and it kind of like unfolds and you just kind of go along the path and like the story just the way and like I said it's still in game preview, but the story progresses bit by bit every time they have a decent update. Like they haven't gone full. I don't think 1.0 yet. I'm pretty sure if it's still a game preview, but it's crazy, man. Just trying to figure out the story is like because I wouldn't
The
say
mystery is the big part of the game, like and especially and not even just the mystery, like figuring out what crafts what and having this where you have to go do it. That is the game.
this is definitely a beautiful game. And then I'll mention one last thing. All the Banjo-Kazooie games are on Game Pass, so just check it out.
Alright. Well, we just finished up the games. That was the game section. Video games. Now we're with Idris Elba. You know about this guy. He was having a pretty good. He was having a pretty good year.
Yeah, you know why he's having a good year?
Why?
Because he's been brought up on BurgerMilk podcast 2 weeks in a row.
Bro. Yes. We can't stop talking about him.
because of that, he's having his years through the roof. You're welcome.
Pretty sure he's like, but he's also winning. You know, when it comes to roles, he's doing diversity type of roles. He's going to be in that. You remember those Sonic movies that came out last year? The year before. It was one of the last movies before. Oh shit!
It's when the animators got bullied to make Sonic look better.
Yeah, when they actually got bullied to actually stay more accurate than the character.
They got
Fuck
cyber
your creative vision.
They got cyber bullied to fix the character.
A whole ass company, bro.
That is hilarious. It was for the better.
Definitely.
See,
It was the one time the fucking crimes and boys were right.
well, that's like, it's like bullying is beneficial. I think
The,
more people should be bullied. Isn't that like a thing now? Or
I mean, honestly, that's when your true colors stand out. Like, when somebody's giving you shit, either you cry or you just take it, or you fix that part of yourself. Like, sometimes, hey, if you stink, hey, bully that motherfucker. This nigga will start taking showers. That's beneficial to him and to everybody around him.
yeah, it's like, don't be nice. You be like, yo, dog, I think you stink, man. I take that back. You kind of do.
I think. You know what? Nah, you're actually saying.
It's like, you know what? Let's all say something honest about each other right now.
That's the best trick. Oh, you. It's not bullying if it's honest. Like,
Yeah.
well, no, there could be some honest bullying. Dude, I'm reasonable with that shit. Hey, let's say something nice about it. Let's say one thing nice, one thing bad about everything.
You know, balance. I had, you know, it was for the
Yes,
better.
Alright, but it just helped. He's been cast in the second Sonic movie as Knuckles, which is I can't. I hope he keeps his fucking accent. I hope all kids sound just like fucking niggas from the Bronx or from fucking Britain or from England, a British black nigga. That's what I want them all sound like.
Exactly. I was kind of thinking about that. I was like, you know what? He can kind of keep it regular, and that'd still be a
Yeah.
tight ass. That'd be a tight ass Knuckles voice.
You are the problem. Let's get it. Okay. Yeah. But
I still haven't
I think it's a good
seen it though. It's on Hulu. I
the first
know.
one, it's one of those movies, you know. Yes, I wish it was set more in the other world, but it's a portal. It's definitely better than all those other like chipmunks. It's like in that vein, you know, chipmunks, Smurf. Like,
I haven't watched any of those.
it's like, oh, just a guy living his life and he runs into a weird friend. Now he's got to hide it from everybody and blah 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 blah.
Mm,
They learn they hate each other, but they love each other.
it's like,
And he helps him fuck his wife. Yeah.
so it's like Sonic X, but like for an adult.
Basically. And then they have, you know, Robotnik's good in it. Jim Carrey's good in Robotnik. That's kind of like the whole special thing. The voice for Sonic's pretty alright.
Cool.
I mean, Sonic, it's an alright movie, so I'm kind of hyped for the second one. I hope they go a little harder on it.
It looks like they're going way hard on this one.
Make it PG-13, man. They got, and then Tells did show up at the end, so it's like, he was promised. He's coming.
Yeah, he's confirmed for sure. I don't know. I know the first little teaser had Sonic 2 video game music actually in the trailer. So it's like, hey, like, hopefully they're like doing a lot of Sonic 2, the actual video game inspired stuff, because everyone knows that's like kind of the best Sonic game.
Oh yeah, that is the best Sonic game.
Like
That's
Sonic,
the perfect game to have two players. That was a perfect little brother game.
definitely.
Just give him the controller, he control cells, he can never die, and he only helps.
That is good, man. Does could you still stay alive if Sonic dies? You can still play as Tails, right?
No.
Or Sonic die, the whole, you have to reset.
Yeah, Tails just is in a background character. So like Tails can just run off, be off the screen, and
Yeah,
come back out of nowhere
yeah.
and fucking.
Because I remember there was a time where I remember definitely being like, "Yo, stay alive with Sonic," and then I remember going ham with Tails because he couldn't die.
Yeah,
It's like having an invincible character. So I'm like,
especially yeah,
so
yeah.
so so it's like give Tails to the best person. Like depending on like I think it was just like till we get to the boss. I think that's how I used to do it. It's like all right, we're gonna play till we get to the
Oh yeah,
boss.
yeah. Because
Switch the
Tails can put
controllers.
hits on the ball,
Yeah,
so he hit
exactly. So
unlimited. Oh,
yeah. So once you get to the boss, switch Sonic and just stay alive to Sonic. And then with Tails,
yes.
you give the best. You know what I'm saying? Give the controller to the best person with Tails, and then just go fucking ham. Because like I said, you get hit, but you know you come your Tails. All Sonic
Yeah,
got
you can stay
to
right there.
all
No
Sonic got to
problem.
do is stay alive. So I remember fucking Dr. Robotnik up with Tails, just like bitch, 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 bitch. And then I like once I realized that I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking living cheat code. Like
Dude,
I
yeah.
cracked that puzzle, but no, that is definitely it's definitely more. Yeah, just give it to your little brother controller kind of game. That's like the epitome of that.
It really
Because even
is.
DK, like it gets real when like just your second player
But
is
yeah, yep. Sure.
only
No,
alive.
no, no. Let me have to link that. Let me get that. Okay, but I guess we got one other piece of movie news. I mean, I don't see nothing else for the year. Uh, we did talk about Venom 2. I just realized how many. I saw that it was delayed again, and I wanted to actually compile and see how many times it's been delayed. You want to know how many? You know the number? I want to see if you got how
Venom
many times it's been
2,
delayed.
I would say at least 4 times.
It's technically four, but five times.
Nice.
The reason why, because it was supposed to come out in October, it got delayed. June 25th. It was October of 2020. Then it was June. It was supposed to come out, got delayed again. August got delayed. They didn't even have a date for that, just that. Then you got September, and then now it just got delayed. At first, it was delayed to like October 9th or October 8th or whatever, and then it
Hmm.
got delayed again the same exact day to October 15th. That's where we're sitting at right now. So, yeah, now we have to wait more for a movie that's going to be okay, very mediocre, and Sony doesn't have a streaming service, so
So
they really don't have.
was it the case like Black Widow? Has this movie been on the shelf just waiting to release, or have they just really just been pushing it back because production?
The first one was production
Okay,
for sure because they were planning on doing they couldn't film it.
got you.
And then now since June because it went from October 2020 to June 2021, they gave them like time to get everything done. But yeah, it's just can this movie just come out? What the hell?
Hey, fingers crossed. I'll probably watch
And
the
this,
first Venom maybe the week of, and then go into the second. Even though part of me may just want to watch the second, because I
you
don't
really
know.
don't have to know nothing from the first one.
That's how I feel, and I haven't even seen it.
And it's Eddie Brock. He's with them.
Damn, cool. That sounds good. I'll go watch the second one.
You really don't.
I kind of feel like I'm just
Unless
gonna be.
you see another fake Venom. There is a cool scene where you see like a little girl with a symbiote, or like kind of freaky. It's like suspicious kid. But no, no, you don't really have to watch the first one. You got Woody Harrelson playing Carnage. That's what I'm here
Dead ass. Same here, because I kind of like, yeah, perfect casting, and
for. No,
it's hard to think any otherwise. I kind of almost feel like this is the role he's been waiting for. It's too bad that this movie may not be the best movie, but at least he got to play Carnage.
at least we got Carnage, and at least we got casting. And casting is a big deal when it comes, especially to like things that are being adapted. So um, earlier, I think it's been in the news this week about how Avatar, this TV show, The Last Airbender, Netflix is making their live action adaptation. So this will be a second live action adaptation. It's not connected to the movie. It's going to be a complete reboot of the animated series Airbender, Avatar: The Last Airbender. and we actually got our first like look at some of the main characters who cast for this show. Uh, we get to see who they cast for Fang. We get to see who they cast for Sokka, Katara, and then we get to see who they got cast for Zuko. And
Nice.
so far from the pictures, I don't know none of these people, but they all look like they at least at least they're not getting whitewashed like the movie was, so they can't be accused of that. I think they literally couldn't do that again, especially in these days and times.
Exactly. Hey, like I said, I'm all for them. Like I said, the looks are cool enough. Like I don't, like I said, I'm not really care about the actors for the looks, but they don't look.
I know.
Yeah, but like I said, they don't look. They look, yeah, like you said, they're not whitewashed. They may actually. Hopefully, this is like like hopefully it's a good ass movie to where they're not wasting their time and no one's wasting their
It's a
time.
TV show. I believe it's a TV show.
Yes, I you forgot it is a
So that's
Netflix series.
yeah. That's why I'm like have way more faith in it. They're not going to crush it all.
Yeah,
Like
not
we'll have
rush it.
time for the characters because it's meant to be like a big family.
Yeah. No, I like it, man. Like these people, like the people they cast, they actually look like they look like kids, which is good. Cause you gotta remember that fucking Team Avatar is just a bunch of little ass kids like that.
Zuko looks funny. I mean, not Zuko, but Sokka looks like if you like just he just looks just like him. Like, oh god,
Yeah, that's not like I said. Like so far so good. I can't wait to see. Like I said, like for me, like I said, as long as they do the casting justice, now I'm ready for me. My next layer is I want to see how the visual effects look. 'Cause I know that was a big thing that when the original creators were on before they left, that's something that they were like kind of tackling first. So I kind of feel like
oh yeah,
I feel like they got that out of the way before they left. Hopefully,
hopefully. I mean, that's probably why we haven't seen the cast.
but then
Hope.
I can't wait to see the costuming. I want to see how they do a lot of that for this
I,
show.
you know what? I totally 100% forgot that the original creators were part of this, which was a good thing when we first heard about it, and then they have to leave, which I'm like, oh damn.
Hmm.
Hopefully, it was because they were starting the studio and they had to be dedicated to other stuff. Hopefully, it wasn't.
Yeah, but it didn't sound like they left with a blessing though. It sounded like they left with beef.
Yeah. See, so damn, maybe I shouldn't even talk about this goddamn show.
No, I don't
We'll
know.
see.
We'll see.
We'll keep it open. We'll
Yeah,
see.
because I know when I first heard about the news, I thought it was Avatar Studio news, but it was. I guess it was actually for the Netflix. Cause that's what I'm banking on the most.
Well, they
Like,
do have. There's something I didn't write down. Go ahead.
what? What happened?
No, I guess speaking of Avatar Studios, they do have like tables. I did watch a trailer for an actual tabletop game they have coming out that takes place
Oh,
in the Avatar world. It's like you make your own. You can be a bender or a non-bender. You can pick whatever bender you are. It's gonna be like D&D, but in the Avatar world, you can pick, and it's the different generations. It could be way before Aang. It could be after Korra. You can literally set it in any place. So they have like, yeah,
yeah, dude. You know what? Now I know exactly what y'all. I actually saw that, and I thought it was gonna be something totally different. Then I saw it was like tabletop, and I was
and
kind
I was
of
like, ooh, yeah,
in my head. All I could think about was that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick and fucking SpongeBob was inside the box, and Squidward's how are you guys having so much fun inside there? Because that's pretty much what like the game is. It's like, all right, cool. We gave you the stuff. Now go have the fun. Like with what our imaginations. How dare you force that on us?
all right, give me a. Well, I'm pretty sure they come with like guidebooks. What level you are means how much damage you do to this and that. It's it would be nice to have another fucking show. I'm just saying, a continuation. I know they don't
It's
want to
just
do it,
that was just
or
so
like
weird timing. Like of all the Avatar news we could get and probably would want, like it's like I mean that's nice and all, but we kind of don't want to hear about no tabletop game. But who knows? I may not be the market. I may be just um.
all I'm saying, who the fuck wants to be anything else but a vendor? Because they're also like pushing it like you can be a store owner and shit like that. Like, what the fuck would want to be? They would want to be a non-vendor in the Avatar world.
Well, you could
I'm
be a
sorry.
We could be a non-bender or a cabbage merchant. Think about
Yeah,
it.
like
Like that sounds much more
I mean,
appealing than being the average.
invincibility, teleportation powers, invincibility comes with it. Or regeneration.
My cabbages.
He always gets a new one. He always gets a new skin.
Oh, dude, infinite cabbages. You can't keep him down. He had a statue built on him in Korra.
True story.
He's a legend.
I guess since we're talking about Avatar TV, we can finish off our TV, not new, but like two little subjects I just wanted to bring up. You don't really watch any The Mandalorian, like that, right?
I would say
Any of the
not
Star Wars
yet.
shows.
Well,
Okay.
eventually I plan to get
Are
it.
you aware of a character as Asaka Tano?
I don't know the name. No.
It's the one that was supposed to be like Anakin's apprentice.
Apprentice.
Uh,
Oh, got you.
yeah. Okay, so she showed up on The Mandalorian as an adult, and
Got you. I remember
yeah,
that happened. That was a
you
big deal. Like,
yeah,
like
well,
all.
it's played by Rosario Dawson, so
Yeah,
that's what made it even bigger.
yeah. I remember that happening, and then, like I said, like all Mandalorian spoilers. It's like it's whatever. I can get spoiled on that shit.
Okay,
It doesn't really matter to
yeah,
me. Because
yeah. If you
one,
ever
the
watched
internet
it,
already did it anyways, and
yeah,
then outside of the internet doing that, it's like I'm not that moved, so it's okay. And like it's like I'm getting spoiled on shit I don't know about, so I'm like I don't know how I can be offended if I wanted to.
well, another thing about that kind of made that like a remarkable thing is because they kind of like solidified a character that started like in animation, not really in the main movies or anything, to make it like a move over from the
Hmm.
animated world to like live action.
Yeah,
So
basically
there
the
might
Harley
be another,
Quinn.
yeah, yeah, basically, and
Hmm.
like kind of canon because Star Wars is all canon, not really until they make it live action, you know.
Gotcha.
So like we got another character from Star Wars Rebels who might be showing up in the Sakatano show they have coming out next year, and I'm just like, okay, so if we can get more Rebels characters,
Oh, so
it's awesome.
she's getting
Rebels
her
is
own spin-off now. I didn't know that.
yeah, she's getting her own spin-off TV show after her appearance.
Oh, okay,
So
Rosario
yeah,
Dawson.
yeah,
She had
she's doing it.
She had that Disney clout.
Yeah. She's got that Disney pool, man.
That's tight.
But there's another character from the show, Star Wars Rebels, Sabine. She was she was an actual Mandalorian, like she's from like home, like actual world of like the race of the people Mandalorians, not just the creed or whatever. But yeah, she's gonna be showing up. She was from that show, but she's obviously gonna be older. Um, I'm just like, cool, cool. We can get some characters from Rebels. Hopefully, I get some like Chopper. Chopper's like a droid. It's like the coolest droid out. We got another TV news. You ever watch Doom Patrol?
No, I haven't watched. I need to watch Doom
Okay.
Patrol and Titans. Actually, I'm gonna write that in my notes.
Yes. Oh, actually, yeah. You definitely got to watch some Titans. So, Doom Patrol. So it's a great show. It's about like some misfit team. If you've already seen it, you know about it. I don't want to tell you too much about it. It's a really, really, really good show. Like it's about characters don't really have traditional powers. Like they do have superpowers, but like the show is really not about them being heroes. It's about like it's really it's kind of like an exploration of like mental illness, really, and
Mm.
how you can. It's really like deep. It's an exploration of emotions and how they make people do things and how they. It's a really great fucking show, and it sometimes doesn't make sense. Sometimes it's the most depressing, cruel shit. Sometimes it's the funniest fucking shit, and it kind of uses that to balance itself. It's really, really fucking good show. It's deep. First two seasons are all really fucking amazing. It's one of the best things that came out of the DC universe, like app or whatever the fuck it was. It like that app had to die so that show could grow because it was getting too big for that. I'm glad HBO Max picked it back up. I'm glad they actually picked up a lot of the original shows from CW, the DC universe.
Damn, I didn't know
So
that. I didn't know that show was that popping.
no, it's fucking dude. Cyborg on there is the best cyborg in anything. Period.
Wow.
Like I'm not joking. Like his suit, at first it's like, ugh, but once you get used to him, like dude, his story is the
Yeah.
best Cyborg story. Period. Like, and
Yeah.
he's been done to death. Like Titans.
Especially recently.
Titans,
Jesus.
Go Teen Titans. He was in the DC animated movies. It's closer to the DC animated movies version of kind of. And, you know, Justice League and all that version of Cyborg is like, all right, you get to see it. But since we're talking about DC Universe shows that have been resurrected by HBO Max, I guess we can get into what. I got a couple shows here that I've already watched. We'll give like my 30-second breakdown of the episode, if you, because I'm pretty sure most of the stuff I watch, well, besides the main thing that we can talk about when we go about watch this week. Do you got anything that you want to mention before I go over my 2 minute little spiel?
Let's see. Before the 2 minute breakdown, no, we haven't got to the main thing just yet.
Yeah.
And then, who knows? Maybe we'll bring up comics. Maybe we won't. We won't. But no, dude. We my I don't want to say my main thing was the R. Kelly thing, but that was one thing that I just thought would be nice. And then, no, dude, we good. We
No, it was
covered.
a great start. It was a great start of the show.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
think it. I think it set the tone. Show's not over though. Here I go. I'm going to talk about everything I watched this week. All right, so we were talking about Titans. Season 3 just premiered on HBO Max. It's the first 3 episodes. So they just dropped 3 episodes out, and they usually do that for that show, and then it gets you hooked. So I would say, do you care about spoilers? Really? No, no. I'll just say,
Go for it.
let me just
Fuck
say
it.
this: the writing is way better. The writing this season is way better. The character development is way better. Actually, having all the characters together on the screen at the same time in the same location instead of splitting the A and B plots and just using it the way to have like 2 characters at different scenes at different times. Actually, having them experiencing stuff and actually having some really big surprises in the last episode, 3rd episode. Pretty much like you're like, well, wow, they're really going deep. Like they start off with some dark shit, and they keep on fucking going. Shit keeps happening, and honestly, some of the characters are irredeemable at this point. I'll just put it that way.
What season is the
Um,
Titans in right now?
it's in season 3. They just dropped
Awesome.
episodes 1 through 3,
Nice. And that's on
and
HBO Max for anybody who wants to
HBO
check that
Max.
out.
So
Because I know
yeah,
I got that
H-
got added that in my list. So, like,
it's first season's kind of cringy. It takes a while to get used to. Second season is a little step in the right direction, but then there's some things that happen that don't make sense. But if you can stick with the show, this 3rd season totally makes it work, and then all the characters are finally together. Another thing I watched on HBO Max was the show Wellington Paranormal. Um, if I don't know if I've ever told you about what we do in the shadows, about like this documentary about vampires in New Zealand.
I think if you
But
told me,
then
yeah. I remember
yeah,
the
so
title.
they got then they got a spin-off TV show that's set in America but set in the same universe,
Nice.
and that's what we do in the shadows, the TV show. And now we have Wellington Paranormal is about the people in the cops in New Zealand that have to deal with all these weird like zombies, werewolves, and ghosts, and it's just like that same type of dry humor. And it's actually pretty fun. If you've ever seen What We Do in the Shadows, or you've ever seen the other TV show, Haunted Paranormal, it comes out once a week on HBO Max or CW. If you don't have HBO Max, you can still watch it for free on the CW app next day. And I mean, it's pretty fucking funny. I like it, and I like that type of humor. I got one more thing I watched: JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm not really a manga reader, so I just watched the shows. And apparently, part 6 is finally like been announced, and it looks like it's coming straight to Netflix. It's going to be sometime before the end of this year, which I didn't think they'd get to part 6 already. But from what it's coming to Netflix this fall. You ever heard anything about JoJo's? I know you probably have. Nobody hasn't.
Yeah. For me, it took me a while to realize that, like, they were talking about new JoJo shit. When people started talking about JoJo again, I could have swore I just thought they were, like, talking about, like, some old JoJo shit. Because in my head, I'm like, oh man, is that like an old show that everyone just think is popular again now? But yeah, I'm so
No, it
lost.
definitely it was put on Netflix. It like all the parts were put on Netflix besides like the last two. And I watched the first two when they put them on there, and then the third one eventually. And I'm like, okay. And its format takes a little bit to get used to, but yeah, it looks all right. I tried to read ahead, but I'm not really a reader when it comes to like I just couldn't. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't have the same impact on me. But not when it comes to not to manga. I can read comics, but trying to like training my brain to read backwards, I can't. No.
Wow,
It
man,
just
don't let
it
that
goes
stop
against
you.
my it goes against I know it goes against like I have to like remind myself like oh yeah I'm going this way.
Aren't we like the only people in the world that like do left to right? Isn't everyone like right to left in the world or some shit like that?
Yeah, pretty
Or
sure.
probably like was it up and down or down and up?
I think it's worse because I'm trying to read it digitally. Maybe if I had the book in my hand and was reading it from the other
Oh,
side, maybe physically, because
gotcha,
I don't really read
gotcha.
comics digitally either. I don't like reading comics digitally unless I have it zoomed in on a panel, like and have it dynamic.
I didn't think about that.
But yeah, I mean, but you know,
Maybe
because it
that
would
is.
feel
Maybe you
different.
need the actual fizzies.
I might have to try it out, but I'm not gonna do that with JoJo. I'll probably do it with my hero.
My Hero's worth it because
Just
I'm because the way
just skip
yeah
ahead.
because trust me the way that My Hero's going, I kind of feel like once the season ends, I'm going to be forced to start reading again because I already know I won't be able to wait. Unless that big break is because they cooked up a couple seasons on deck or maybe a bunch of episodes, then maybe. But I already know I'm gonna feel empty when the season ends if they don't resolve
Oh,
shit, which I don't think they will.
oh no. I mean, sometimes it does have a long setup when it comes to my hero, but sometimes they like speed through like the serum stuff. They kind of sped through that shit like crazy. But they are in the fifth season and they're only in the third quarter of the first year, so
Yeah, when you think about it,
it's like damn, they went through a lot of shit in this first third or first 3/4 of their year,
it's like
three
Jesus,
quarters of the
man.
year.
Nah, they're built different.
Nah,
Like the toughest freshman class ever, man. Like
bruh.
god damn, they can't catch a break. It's like now y'all want to make
No,
a
they can't.
show, yeah. Like y'all want to make a show as soon as we become freshmen, so we can. So there's all this excitement. Like yeah,
Right, they just fucking get hit with everything. But I guess we can talk about our main topic. What if dropped this week? Um, it was it was the episode that was Captain Carter episode. That if you've seen the trailer, you would know. It's what if? Honestly, the what if is what if Peggy Carter stayed in the room when Steve was supposed to receive the super soldier serum. That's literally like the only difference that made it come something totally different.
yep. It was a great ass episode. The animation was beautiful, and it was cool. I like. I love. I think what I'm going to enjoy the most about all these episodes is the reenactment of the old episodes, and then right when they splinter off. Like I love those
Oh,
deviations, and
yes.
like I said, when they, because even from the trailer, it was nice when when they redid the Iron Man scene. Then they got to the twist. You know,
Yes.
this was
Like
their
you the build up basically. Like
yeah.
the
They fucking redid the entire Captain America scene, and then bam, they got the switch. Yeah, homie got capped.
bro,
I'm like, what do you think you were gonna do? Like,
he couldn't get away.
but
I was like, damn.
and
But it's crazy how that one change did like affect a lot.
unravel into just a whole different fucking. It was cool though because
Yeah.
cause like when I started thinking about like last episode when I was talking about the hairs, it was kind of like it, that's really what it is. It's an adjacent hair that's not a stray. It's still woven in a braid, and it's because there were so many. Because while you may think that's a big difference, like her getting the serum, when you do look at both stories together, they're extremely parallel from
Yeah,
the moment they got this serum to the exact end of the episode.
true. Like it,
It parallels the entire events of the whole movie. It's just literally just switched. Like that one big switch was in a way becomes a little switch because everything still fell into order
it's still They still
in a
like
way.
still events like especially when they go through the montage. Like the
Yeah,
only new addition, we got one addition of a new hero, then we got a hero kind of taken away because we don't get Bucky. There's no one that we know of. Winter Soldier doesn't happen, so that we know of. But
true. I thought
we do
Steve may
get
be a Winter Soldier, to be honest.
we do, bro. When he got captured, I
I
was
was
like,
like,
oh shit,
oh
that would have been
boy.
fucking rough. That would have been lovely, you know. But then we get the Hydra Stomper. Like Steve gets like the new we get an
The
earlier
Mark One.
quote quote like
Yeah.
Iron Man suit. Yeah, we get a new Mark One. So that's a pretty big change. And then Red Skull's not using the Tesseract gets captured way earlier. You know,
So he don't get
they
to
didn't
use it
have to.
like that.
Yeah, it would like, but now then they
Did he
open
ever
up
talk about summoning
portal.
a fucking like? Remember
No,
when?
he didn't. He did. No, he did not want to do that in the original movie. That I
Yeah,
remember. I just remember they were making tanks and weapons out of it. They were using it for charge of
yeah.
their guns and planes and shit. And he was going to bomb the United States, the Eastern Seaboard. Yeah,
I like that Captain Carter uses a sword. That was nice.
that was dope.
Cause like I said, I don't know for sure, but it took me like towards the end of that whole fucking Squid Pearl fight where I was just kind of like, yo, is that Shumagorath?
Dude,
Like,
everybody's saying that's what it is, and I'm like, you know what? I mean, I never didn't know the motherfucker had a mouth. That's the only thing. I was like, what?
but yeah, I was 50-50 because I was like, because it sounds like I was like, oh damn, like there's a fucking Hydra god squid, but I think that's kind of like a thing too, like because you already know that the Panthers, Black Panther is like a Panther god, and like Hydra, like they get the little octopus, little logo. So I was
Yeah,
wondering,
I know they did have like if Agents of Shield is canon or not. I don't know if it is, but they did have like that. Like they did have a portal there. Like, the old school Hydra members, like the ones before the Nazis, they like said they were from like ancient. They're like an ancient religion. They had a
yeah,
portal to
okay,
another world that had like a Hydra guy on it.
yeah. See that's where the connectivity was clicking for me. I was kind of like, when he started saying that, I'm like, man, wherever like I feel like I heard some shit. Like, yeah, you're right. It was Agents of
And
Shield.
Ward, when they brought Ward back and he got
Yeah,
everybody taken over by the
the little
Eye
sludge or
or
some
whatever.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go. That was okay. I was getting Agents of Shield, the little sprinkles in my head.
but who knows? But that's man. No, it was a great episode.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of. We should have went through it chronologically, but
We
if you've
could.
seen it, you've seen it. We don't want to spoil too much.
Oh
There's a lot of major changes, and if you
yeah,
know Captain America, you would kind of know the story. It
yeah,
definitely during the montage was kind of
yeah.
really,
It was nice. Like,
and the thing is, it shows that Steve is still Steve regardless, serum or not, and
why he
that's why
was
I love
perfect.
Captain America.
Yeah.
That's why I love Captain America. That he was still fighting. He was trying to fight, and he still got in the fucking fight. You know.
Nah, it was lit, man. Like I love how, like I said, like the parallels were there. Like but Bucky and his battalion got rescued by
Yeah.
Captain America. So like I said, like everything like it shifted, but it ain't like it's kind of snapped back in place. Like some of the things that didn't happen in Captain America, obviously she didn't go on a road show like him.
No.
Uh, but it
It'd been
was
nice to see that Sprouse finger.
yeah, and I
They
definitely
probably were gish, but the thing is,
yeah.
they're ashamed of
And then, like I said, they both had like a dire event that brought them away from their time period, and then brought them back 70 years later. Like Steve had to crash into the ocean with the Tesseract.
it.
Captain Carter had to go through the fucking portal fighting the squid, and then obviously when it came back from when Shield recreated it in the future, she came out and fucking Nick Fury and fucking Hawkeye were there, fucking
Yeah,
just
but
just like Avengers. So I was kind of like,
that was what I'm saying. That scene was with Loki originally. Now Who knows? Dude. All right, go with me here. I just thought about this. All right, so you know how Avengers they did the exact same thing. The Tesseract got the fucking portal, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. How do we not know that Captain Carter didn't show up before? Maybe like fucking Nick Fury and Hawkeye were already bringing people through before Loki was the one person who just like busted through the other side of the doorway because
Mm-hmm.
they didn't bring Loki through. He came through. There was two sides to the doorway.
Yeah. No, trust me.
It's a
And
theory, but
well, you could think about, like I said, like also I feel like I don't know if they limited the space stone, but I always wonder why or if the space stone could just pretty much go to different dimensions or different multiverses.
yeah,
Because I figure kind of why not, you know. But it definitely seems like the way things are going, like they're definitely feel like they're trying to bring in Captain Carter into this shit for sure. I feel like she's definitely going to make a live action appearance.
I hope so. Man.
Especially the way like she when she got out of the chamber, she didn't look like too crazy buff. To where like if the actress actually wanted to portray the character, she ain't gotta like go through a crazy transformation like fucking Chris Evans did. Because he went from a little twig to fucking Chris Evans like super buff. Like
Right, she
her
already was who she was inside.
yeah, her like you said, she just her stature and everything didn't change too much. Like they can just use different camera angles and you know
Still,
yeah. So
she'll
I
be.
was
I mean, she's covered from fucking hill to toe.
mm-hmm,
They can put some puff in there.
exactly. So I was like, oh man, I definitely feel like, but it was nice though. Like their love story is it was giving me flashing Iris vibes.
Yeah, they
Like
transcends time.
through everything, it's the content, it's the constant in the multiverse. Like Iris is
The
always
light.
like the lightning rod. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. And that's why I was kind of like, oh man, like they killing this. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it
nice.
is. It's a timeless love story. Hopefully they get their dance. Hopefully that version of Steve and Peggy get their dance. We
True.
know she's like gonna be the manhandling his ass.
Well, maybe nah, maybe Steve didn't get the Winter Soldier shit because I figured he wouldn't be like they would have seen just some skinny ass dude inside the buff inside a little metal costume and been like, man, we don't need him.
He's like, dude, get about the costume, goddammit.
But because I was wondering, like, what if in that when uh, Peggy Captain Carter came back 70 years, what if she ran into in her Winter Soldier movie parallel, she ran into Steve, who got through this Winter Soldier, and like, what if he was buff? So maybe like I feel like that would have been crazy. That would be kind of like a crazy Winter Soldier movie for her, where her Winter Soldier is fucking Steve when the fucking train crash happened. But yeah, oh well.
That would have been. It would have been nice. It would have made a new dynamic. People would have really said, "Oh no, Bucky and Steve were really in love."
But then I was also thinking, I was like, well, shit. Does Peggy have to go find one of fucking Steve's nephews to hook up with? Just like fucking
True
Steve went to go
story.
find one of his fucking nieces.
Right, Steve had to have kids. Oh shit.
Nah, but yeah. It's good though. They did it good to where you're like, you get introduced to the character enough to where like it's like you already know Agent Carter. Just give her the
And it was
captain.
the same. It was the same actress who
Yep.
played the voice. I'm pretty sure the guy who was stealing Tucci was the German soldier guy, the German
Yep.
scientist.
That was
He came
Erskine for
back.
sure. Yep. That was
You know,
definitely him.
uh, Red Skull was replaced by the guy who did his voice in Endgame. Been
Okay.
doing all Hugo Weaving and stuff. And then apparently, I thought Chris Evans was coming back, but he did. It was Josh Keaton.
He did a good ass job because I
Yeah,
couldn't. I could barely tell.
bro. It sounded to me. It sounded just like
I thought it was him.
he bro. So, and Josh Keaton's guy who played Peter in Spectacular Spider. So, he's getting to get some work done. Josh Keaton, he's one of the best out there when it comes to just regular, white voices, I guess. And
And they had Samuel Jackson reprising his Nick
yeah,
Fury role. So was Jeremy Renner. I thought that
yeah.
was nice, just even for 2 seconds.
Even though sometimes, like, even if they are the actors, they don't even sound right sometimes, really, because
Yeah,
they're not used to voice acting.
exactly. That's all I thought. That's all I could think about. And then you have to think about how they, like, what takes they took from the voice acting session. Cause like, did they record remote? Cause it was during the pandemic. It's like, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
Cause who knows what they had to work with when it was time? Cause like with that animation style, they probably maybe had stick figures. I don't even know if they had like was it little animation, little animix or some whatever they call that shit.
animatics.
Animatics, yeah. I don't even know if they had any of that. Maybe they had storyboards or who fucking knows. Or maybe they're like,
Yeah,
all
they
right.
probably.
Or maybe they're like, all right, just go watch this part of the movie again and just kind of remember.
Yeah, we'll just speak through this shit. I mean, the reference shots will be the shots from the movie and shit. And speaking of animation style, it did look really good. The action looked surprisingly well. Um, the mouth still moved kind of weird to me. I was noticing the mouths, but other than that, I'm not. That's a little tiny. Like it doesn't stretch the right way. But who's really looking at the mouths? The action was good. It was solid. Everything worked. So
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. I definitely feel like they were building Captain Carter up to be like a real like that wasn't the way that episode felt. It didn't feel like an accident or like a one off. Like
the
I
way
feel
it ended,
yeah
it seems like all of the people who are on all the subjects in each what if are going to eventually be like the multiverse Avengers or something. That's what I think the mighty Avengers or
yeah
what would they call them?
yeah. Once I
Alpha
figured
Flight or some shit.
once I figured out that these like all these episodes are like connected to one overarching story, I was like, holy shit. I was like, oh then
Oh,
yeah
so they that's for real, for real? Oh, so you didn't know that?
yeah. I think someone said that within like, cause I know the people who are involved with the show. Like, I feel like they just
Oh,
say.
well,
I feel like they just say everything before the show comes out. I'm like, god damn. Like,
I try to stay away from that shit.
well, for more or less, like I don't know. People are just so hungry for behind the scenes stuff. Like, those little behind the scenes stuff that they post on Disney Plus. Like those, like people love watching those. I haven't watched them
Yeah,
just yet, but like the making ofs, like yeah, dude, like
I watched Wanda's. I know that. I watched a little bit of Wanda's, and of course I watched the
yeah,
Falcon Winter Soldier one.
yeah.
Half of it.
And then even after they do those little shows, like I know after because I haven't even watched those shows, but I know after the Falcon Winter Soldier, like they were just giving up so much details about the fucking show.
Yeah, they tell you exactly what they were thinking, what they meant, instead of really like have your own perception.
Yeah. So they with the end of Loki, like for more or less, they were just like confirming shit and wrapping shit up.
That's
But
why, yeah, Loki will be a good one to watch because you'll
yeah,
know, like, oh, this is what it meant for the multiverse. This is ending. They're not going to call him Kang. They're calling the one who lasts or whatever.
it was funny when you said like, uh, fucking Captain Carter. I was like, man, what if that Captain Carter and fucking Steve Rogers just got together? I was like, dude, they'll have like some super soldier babies.
Bro, he, I don't know. Would Cap do it? He would. He would. Cap would do it. Fuck it. Because this nigga just said, fuck everybody. Let me go get some ass. That's the thing.
Basically,
He's like, dude, I almost died, and I'm still a virgin.
he ain't having that.
And this nigga went back 70 years to get some ass.
Like,
That's dedication. He's like, you know what? I got all this power in the world. Time to get some ass. I got Thor's hammer, and you might try to stop me.
he's like, I shall use this time stone because it's time to get some ass. That's a funny ass. Like, it's a man.
This can.
It is that is hella canon. He was shooting this cannon too.
Yeah.
I wonder how long he had to be gone. Like, cause he came back old, and he probably gets old like Wolverine for more or less, to where, yeah, he looked 90. I mean, obviously he was frozen ice, but outside of that, like even him from out of ice, him living 90 years, he wouldn't look like a 90-year-old, cause he's fucking, you know, Captain America. So I wonder how, cause he came back he came back looking like a raisin.
Yeah, dude, he was fucking like you call him Joe Biden.
That is hilarious. That is. I'm surprised I haven't heard. I don't even know if I've heard that already. But yeah, he definitely got those Joe Biden liver spots.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. The way he was talking, Joe Biden talks just like that's our fucking president. Man. We got the most. Dude.
Fragile.
I think it's just something about
Fragile.
160%. Dude, I think it said something about 160%. I was like, oh god, yo. It's a fucking 60%.
Dude, fucking talking like what was it? Stan Marsh's grandpa.
Yeah, 160% of people need to be vaccinated or something like that. 160%.
I mean, I like the enthusiasm, I guess.
Yeah.
Like he could have said 110, but he's like he threw an extra 50 on there. That's hardcore. But I'm definitely looking forward to the Marvel What Ifs. I kind of feel.
I'm pretty sure I know what the next.
What do you think the next one's gonna be?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Star-Lord T'Challa.
Okay, cool. I had a feeling for that one too. For some reason I thought you were gonna say the Iron Man one, and I was like, for some reason I feel like you're gonna save that one. But it also makes like I feel like why not do that one? But I don't think they're gonna do that one next. They've been showing a lot of the Star-Lord, T'Challa. I feel like they're saving. I can't wait I just want to see the Spider-Man in the Doctor Strange episodes. I'm like, what's going on with that shit?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what does what?
Does the Spider-Man just have the cloak, or is he the Sorcerer Supreme? Like, which one is it?
Right. Is it what happens if Paul didn't make it back before Thanos or something? Probably.
Like I said, I don't even know how even that situation
That's the only
happens.
way, because that's the only time they ever like even intertwined.
Yeah, because every other story seems pretty like okay, like you know, the Killmonger Iron Man, Killmonger saves him. That's the time split. You already knew Peggy Carter was just going to get the serum. That's just like that's the difference. Like obviously the event was her staying, like or the decision was her staying in there. But like I said, we know what the result is. Like the Star-Lord one, I guess Ego
They just
had a different wife.
yeah.
And then he just wanted.
Yeah.
I get no. Yeah, Ego. Ego got a little bit taste of that vibranium. That's what it was. He's like,
Damn.
no, yeah. Do you have to think about it? That's because the only reason Yondu went to go get Star-Lord was because Ego.
That was one of his kids.
Exactly.
Ego has millions of kids.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, oh my god.
So in that universe,
What
Ego.
if he just picks up?
That's what I think in my head.
I was just thinking.
I was thinking
in
Ego.
my head, I was just thinking, damn. What if he just picked up the wrong kid? Like he just done. Like, I didn't think about.
You know what? That makes a lot more sense because he knew what Ego was doing, and he kept Star-Lord from protection. So maybe he just was like, instead of getting Star-Lord, he'll just get another kid. But then again, it's like, why even fake it? Like, did he even do that to get paid, or like, yeah?
Maybe he would. Maybe he knew that if he got the right kid, he wouldn't have to bring him to him. So he just bring him. Because, but There
So
was a scene where
it
he
sounds it
did
sounds
have
like it
that
sounds
whole
like he
pile
was.
of bones.
I don't know. It sounds like he was feeding Ego like fucking Galactus and Silver
Yeah.
Surfer, just feeding him vessels, just to get him from getting Star Lord.
Yeah, because like, well, but he did say he had all those kids. That's the only thing I'm like, it was, he did have all those kids. They showed him with all the different women, you know.
Yeah, they just didn't have the superpower, the celestial powers.
Yeah,
So he was just like, "Oh, you're a waste."
but they showed that pile of bones. There was like thousands of fucking kids, bro.
Yeah, a lot of kids, man. He was definitely
So I
getting
mean,
busy.
like, dude, literally everybody's Eagles child. Fuck it,
Damn, it's
this man
possible.
planted flowers and seed.
So now,
We are all ego.
so actually, that makes it a little bit. That one episode may be a little bit more interesting. Now I do kind of want to see what's like what makes the events converge differently. So yeah,
Well,
nice.
shit, man. I mean, we still like didn't you like we're almost at the end of the show. We did our main topic. Um, didn't really have any questions. I was looking. I didn't see any questions anywhere. So I know you want to tell me about this Black John Cena.
You want to close it off with Black John Cena?
We can close it off with Black John Cena. We can hit it off with like, hey, dude, some crazy shit that's been happening this week. Maybe put a stab. That's how we date it. We're gonna date it at the end of the episode because nobody's gonna talk about Black John Cena next week.
Well, who knows?
Well, I guess we can talk about like the random shit that's just popping up. I keep seeing. We just keep seeing everywhere. I have no context. Here we go. Then it shows with no context.
I like it.
So we got Black John Cena. That's wild. Oh,
You may or not be able to see him though, but
yeah.
he may or not be exist. So if you see him, maybe you don't see him.
And
But
then you got that. Have you like like bro? I don't know. I guess it makes. Does this one have like a country career or something? Like you got a country album somewhere? Because you know John Cena's got a rap album. So
mm,
Black John Cena's got to have a country album, right?
I'm thinking bluegrass for sure. It sounds
Bluegrass.
like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That sweet, sweet old country. Some yodel. He's got a yodel album, but I can't think of any more albums. Have you seen this like picture of the White House chef too? That's been going around.
What's it called?
The White House chef.
No.
It's some like some. This is some really. It's like a bodybuilder in a chef's outfit. And he's like the head chef at the White House.
Damn. He's security and chef.
Bro, exactly. I keep seeing it. Everyone like, why am I keep seeing it? And everybody, why is everybody talking about
Jeez. Imagine him tenderizing
this?
beef.
Bro, he was whipping some shit up too. He looked bad as fuck. This man was undercover as a chef. The worst at it. He's the they would tell you. But
The internet is funny. It finds literally everything funny.
dude, the internet is crazy.
Navy SEAL chefs. I'm sure he was in the military.
Oh, for sure.
Being in the White House, being a chef. Oh yeah.
This nigga can fuck you up with every item on that utensil bar. Have you ever seen this nigga kill somebody with a fucking whisk?
I was just about to say,
He just scooped his whole eye out.
fucking stir your ass right up.
Or stick you right in the eye, scramble your fucking brain. Just
Put you through the food processor, grind you up. He make fucking hot links out of your ass.
kebab you right in the ass, bro.
Throw an apple in your mouth. And slow roast you.
Hard as fuck, dude. Just
This dude
I'm
out here.
trying to
This dude's out here performing fatalities on people in the name of the
dog.
Name of Justice and Liberty at all. No, that
He's
shit.
gonna give you a tong thong. What's up? I'm just gonna keep going on. No, but no, that's it. I fucking we did it, bro. I'm fucking. Well,
Any homework?
as always. Oh no. Any homework? The only thing I was gonna say for homework, nothing really. I didn't really write anything down. I know we've been listening to some hardcore. We were supposed to talk about. I don't know if we were talking about that. That's all topic shit.
Well,
If you made it this far, thank you. We just gotta have a sign off. We gotta have an epic sign off.
cool.
I'm gonna let you sign off.
Oh man, that's worse.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you all my milkers out there. Keep milking it, and we're just gonna keep milking the ending like this. Uh, make sure you hit up everybody on their socials. Just make sure you guys do what you got to do. You stay safe. Keep munching. Keep eating food for thought. Keep your mind open. Keep your mouth closed. You got two eyes, one mouth.
I like it. You heard him.
Two ears.
Keep those udders milky. And catch us on the next episode. And then, sound effects and shit.
Yeah, sound effects and shit, dude.
Goodbye.